Okay. Well, as I started to think of this lesson, I thought, am I being too stingy? Should I give the teachers more candy? And I thought, yeah, everyone needs more candy because likely they're going to need to try to share it either with their family or it's all wrapped up so they could share it with another teacher in their grade. We had third grade teachers, we had PE teachers, we had fifth grade, sixth grade teachers helping us out. So we've got a lot of teachers. I thought they might need more candy. So instead of giving them 2 and 1, I decided, what if I gave them 3 Reese's and 4 Twix? So I changed the numbers. Now we're going to talk about a ratio table and how that looks and how it connects to rate tables that we've been thinking about. We've been learning a lot about rate tables. So rate tables should be pretty easy for you by now. So I made a rate table for the Twix and I made a rate table for the Reese's. So we know if I'm going to do Twix first, we know that it is 4 Twix per teacher. That's the unit rate, 4 Twix per teacher. So if there is 1 teacher, how much candy do I need? I need 4. I need 4 Twixes. What if 2 teachers helped me out? How much candy do I need? Well, hopefully you knew it was 8. Here's the Twix for 1 teacher. Here's the Twix for a second teacher. It's still 4 more, but now I need to give away 8. What about 3 teachers? How much candy do I need? How many Twix? 12. You're probably noticing that that number is going up and up and up by the same amount every time. So we know it's a rate table. It's going up and up and up by 4. 4 every time. If there's 4 teachers, I need 16 Twix. Now, let's do the same thing for Reese's. What if there's 1 teacher that I'm going to thank? How many Reese's do I need? Well, hopefully you said, in this new example, 3. So I needed 3 Reese's. What if I'm giving a bag to 2 teachers? How many do I need? 6. Keep thinking. 3 teachers. This is for 1 teacher. This is for a second teacher. This is for a third teacher. Now how many I'm at? 3, 6, 9. Now I'm at 9. And what about 4 teachers? You probably can't see that in the thing. There it is. There's 4 teachers. And I need 12 Reese's. Hopefully that's a good review for you. Now you might say, okay, but how do these 2 rate tables, how do they go on with a ratio table? The answer is a ratio table is just 2 rate tables squished together. So we took these 2 rate tables that we just made here, and we're just going to squish them right together. Just like when you squish things together, sometimes things pop out. Have you ever eaten an Oreo and squished an Oreo together and some of the filling just oozes out the side? That's the same thing that happens when you change 2 rate tables into a ratio table. You know what the thing that's squeezed out is? It's the column that talks about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's that counting column. So when these 2 things are squashed together, we squash out the teacher column on that table. We squash out the teacher column on this table, and we put the numbers that are changing and counting by something, we put those 2 together. Let me show you what that looks like. All right, students, we have a special guest appearances here today. Well, in the middle of my video. Ladies, would you introduce yourself and say hello to our students?
Hello. Hi, my name is Rosalind Hansels. Hi.
My name is Elsa Garcia.
My name is Maria Mendez.
And ladies, would you greet our student? We do have some students who are newcomers and speak Spanish for the most part. Would you say something to our Spanish students in Spanish?
Hola. Estamos limpiando la escuela para sanitarla para ustedes que estén limpios del virus.
Hi. Welcome again to our beautiful school. Welcome.
Le estamos limpiando la escuela para cuando regresen esté muy limpia para que no se enfermen.
Gracias, señoras.
Yeah, you're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
You're welcome.
That'll be fun for us to see. Oops, yeah, wave to us. Wow, I can't get the video off. Okay. All right, so if you remember, when we left off, we were talking about how these two tables just squashed right together. So we squashed out the amount of teachers. We squashed out the amount of teachers because that was the same. We got rid of it. And now we're going to take these two columns, the Twix column and the Reese's column, and squish them together. Look at that. Notice that they're the same. I just took the two and squished them together into one ratio table. The thing that is invisible on this now is this teacher. There would be an invisible one teacher. I need 4 Twix and 3 Reese's. For 2 teachers, now we can, in our mind, to help us when we're learning about a ratio table, we can actually put that back in. We squished it out when we took 2 unit rate tables and squished them together. But if it helps us, we can put it back in. We can even write, this is the teacher column. 1 teacher, we need 4 Twix and 3 Reese's. For 2 teachers, we need 8 Twix and 6 Reese's. For 3 teachers, we need 12 Twix and 9 Reese's. See how that goes? So we're putting what was squished out, we're putting it back in when we put in a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, etc. That's how we can understand a rate table, how 2 rate tables squish together to make a ratio table. All right, now let's look at these rate tables one more time and see a second part of how that transitions to a ratio table. Remember when we said each time we have another new teacher that needs a bag, we have to add the same amount each time. So we add 4 there, then we add another 4, then we add another 4, then we add another 4. Then if we kept going, we would keep adding 4, adding 4, adding 4, adding 4. We would add 4, add 4, add 4, add 4, add 4. But is that what we're doing over here on the Reese's? It's not. How many are we adding each time on the Reese's? 3. The unit rate for the Reese's is 3. So we add 3 each time. We add 3. We add 3. We add 3. We add 3. Each time we add 3. So we know this is a rate table because we added the same amount every time. We know this is a rate table because we added the same amount every time. But how do we know what that looks like on a ratio table? Let's take a look. Remember, we just squished it together. We took those two, squashed them right together. Look where that turns out. This is add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3. Each time we add 3. Can you figure out what we're going to do on the other side? Add 4. This time we add 4, add 4, add 4, add 4. Every time we had 3 on this side, and we had 4 on that side. This is a ratio table. It's just the same as 2 rate tables squished together. And then they take out something they have to imagine in your mind. Now, there's one more thing we need to talk about. It's these circles. We notice that this is Twix and this is Reese's, but I got rid of where it said candy needed because we need to put numbers in there. Those numbers are what the ratio table changes by on each side. So this, we add 3 to get to, this is our first one. Then we add 3 to get to our second. We add 3 to get to our third, add 3 to get to our fourth. So up here, the number that goes in the circle is the number that we keep changing by, 3. So up here in this circle, that's the number, that's the new amount that we're adding each time, 3. What about this? Again, it's the candy needed. It's the Twix candy that's needed. And how much is it? It's this number that we keep increasing by, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. Each time we need 4 more Twix. So we're going to put a 4 up there. That's the amount that it's changing by. This side is changing by 3, the Reese's. We need 3 Reese's for each teacher. This is the amount that the Twix is changing by. We need 4 Twix for each teacher. All right, for today's lesson, take a look on page 27. We're with Noreen and Tim, and instead of collecting candy, they are saving money. So you take a look at this. That's the invisible days. That's the part of the rate table. They could make a rate table for Noreen and how much she saves per day. They could make a rate table for Tim about how much he saves per day, but they squished those two together. And when they squished it, this yellow, that's supposed to be the stuff that we can't see, but they're showing it to us anyway. That's the day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So when we look at that, we see Tim and Noreen. If that's like the Oreo filling that's squished out, then Noreen and Tim. Noreen is saving $3 a day. Tim is saving $5 a day. On day 1, Noreen has saved 3 and Tim has 5. Now, Tim must has more money, earns more money each day, or maybe just saves more. Maybe she spends more. We're not sure. But after day 2, she adds another $3. So she now has $6 saved, but he's adding $5 every day. So now he has $10 saved after day 2. What about day 3? She has saved 9 and he's saved 15. All right, so you're going to do the same kind of thinking that we did about the candy for the teachers with Noreen and Tim with their money, and see what you can do on this page. Good luck. Remember, you can email me or chat me or come to our video math chat for help.